Hey guys, today you join me for the first episode of Learn to Code with Kerbal Space Program, a series in which I'm going to try and teach you how to write some Python code and use that to control and fly ships around in Kerbal Space Program, using a mod called Kerbal RPC, which allows you to write code in pretty much any language actually, and run that in KSP to allow you to control vehicles and things. And I think this is going to be quite a fun idea, because Kerbal Space Program is quite a good game for learning, and I think it could be a really good game for learning to code. So what I'm going to do is just take you from like the ground up in Python. You don't have to know anything, and then we're going to learn just bits of kind of conventional Python and how we can use that to apply that and use Kerbal RPC to fly ships around in Kerbal Space Program. So today we're just going to set up everything and do a little hello world and a little hello space. And then in progressively more in future episodes, we're going to build more and more complex and interesting things, launching vessels, flying them to orbit, maybe landing on things, or definitely landing on things, maybe flying some planes around, maybe a little bit of missile guidance if that sounds fun. Just all of this kind of stuff, and yeah, but without any further ado, let's get into this. So I'm going to show you today just how to set up everything. What we're going to need is Python, Kerbal RPC for Python, just a plugin for Python that allows us to write code that'll run in KSP, and the KRPC mod for Kerbal Space Program. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start by just downloading Python. So I'm doing this in Windows right now because I think that's what most people will be using, but I am going to link a couple of videos that are going to be unlisted in the description showing you how to install this for macOS and Linux if you use other types of other operating systems. Because I know especially if you're just kind of starting out with this stuff, it's nice to have a tutorial that shows you exactly what to do. So that's all going to be in the description, but for you Windows users, let's just get right into it. So we're just going to download Python by typing in download. Ooh, good typing me. Download Python. And the first thing that's going to come up is download Python. We're going to hit this button to download Python 3.7. And there we go. That's as simple as it gets. And this comes with idle, which is just an editor that allows you to write Python and run it in a little Python shell. If you've done a bit of Python before and you want to use your own editor, something like PyCharm or anything like that, go crazy. But this series is just going to use idle, which is basically just a text editor, because that's just going to keep it simple, and it comes with Python. Anyway, once that's downloaded, you just click on it, obviously, it'll open it up, and you're just going to, you're not going to click install now, actually. You're going to click customize installation. You're going to get to this page, you're just going to hit next, all of that is fine. And once you get to this page, we're just going to change the installation directory, because this goes into app data, but we're going to want to go into this folder and do a couple of things, so it's just going to be a little easier if we put it somewhere easier to find. I'd suggest just putting it right in the root of your C drive in a folder called Python. I'm just going to put it in my F drive because I have more storage there. I'm going to make a folder called Python, which I suggest you do too. Go into there, and that's it. Install it in Python, hit install, and that will do that. And once it's installed, we can start getting Kerbal RPC already. Alright, so now that's done, we're just going to hit close, and then we're going to open up our file explorer and go to our Python folder. Mine's just in storage, Python. So once you're here, you're going to want to go into scripts, and you're just going to want to copy this address, copy address as text, right click on it, grab it as text, because we've got to open up command line now and install Kerbal RPC. So we're just going to type in CMD into the start menu, right click on this, run as administrator. Now don't be like scared by the command line if you've never used it before. It's very simple what we're going to do here. We're just going to hit Control V, paste our path in, hit /pip.exe, because we need to run a program in command line. And the program we're going to be running is this. So this is just looking for this folder the same way the file explorer looks for it. And it's just going to run this program. And we're going to type after this install krpc and hit enter. I just spelled that wrong. So not pipe.exe, pip.exe. Hit enter, and that's going to install it. So that's just installing the package into Python, which will allow us to run all of the KRPC code. You're probably going to get a message like this saying you're using the wrong version, an old version of pip. Don't worry about it. As long as it says successfully installed KRPC 0.4 whatever, you're good. If it doesn't say that and something's gone wrong, just go back and check what happened. But for now, we can close the command line because that's all installed. So that is our Python all set up. Now what we need to do is install the KRPC mod. So we're just going to go back to our browser, type in KRPC, like that, and it's going to be one of these links. I'll link this in the description. I'll link most of the things I use in the description, just because it's going to be a little easier if you, rather than looking for all the Google pages, you can just go down there and find the KRPC link, because this isn't even the right thing. We've got to hit C release thread, and that's going to load up this. And we're going to want to find our download on SpaceDock, and something you will notice when this loads is this mod is not known to work with the latest version of Kerbal Space Program. We'll get to that in a second, because it doesn't work for 1.4.5 right now, only for 1.4.4. I'll show you how to deal with that, but for now we're just going to download that, and it's going to, hopefully, yeah, there we go. Yeah, SpaceDock's a little slow sometimes, but anyway. So now that's downloaded, we're going to go and see it in our folder. There it is. And now we just need to install this into Kerbal Space Program. I'm going to take you through that as well, just in case you've never installed mods before. So I'm going to go into Library. Lots of downloads. And we've got Kerbal Space Program. Now the thing you're going to want to do before installing the mod is you're going to have to revert your version. Like we said earlier, it doesn't work for 1.4.5 right now. Or at least we don't know that it works, apparently. That's what the mod developers say. So we're going to right-click on Kerbal Space Program, go to Properties, click Betas, and then you'll have this drop-down menu. And you can see I've already done it. You'll be on this, but what you're going to want to be on is Previous 1.4.4. And that should be good. And that'll download a little update for Kerbal Space Program, which is just going to revert its version, basically. And then once that's done, we're going to go into Properties, Local Files, and Browse Local Files. And then we're going to go into Game Data, and we're going to open back up our Downloads folder, double-click on this, and just go into Game Data in here, and then just drag this, drag the folder, and drop it into the Kerbal Space Program Game Data folder. And that's just going to install the mod. And that's it. That is the setup. Yes, that is the setup. You're all done now. You're all installed and ready to go. So, let's close all of this and launch Kerbal Space Program. You don't need to download. I didn't actually revert my version. It'll download for you when you start running it, or maybe it already will have. And just going to drag this window over here. I don't usually launch it in a window, because I don't usually launch it from Steam. I usually have it in a frameless window, which makes recording easier. But this is actually going to be better, because I'm going to shrink the window a little bit so we can get our code and Kerbal Space Program on screen at the same time. Anyway, while that's loading up, we can open up idle and check we installed Python correctly. So we're going to hit Start, type in idle. Yours will be idle 3.7 or just the latest version, I imagine. I have a couple of installs in here because I was using an older version, but I'm just going to click this, open up idle 3.7, and we're going to get this little shell. Now this is just where our Python code runs effectively, but what we're going to want to do is open a new file like this, and this is where we write our code. So what we're going to do to make sure we've installed Python correctly is do a hello world program, which just means we're going to print the words hello world to the Python shell. So I'm just going to type in print, open parentheses, open quotation marks, and then type in hello world, and then close parentheses and quotation marks, and that's good. Hit F5 to run it, and then it's going to ask you to save the file, so just pick somewhere to save it. I'm going to save it in my KSP code folder. Lesson 1, I already have it made. Look, I'm so prepared. And I'm just going to call this Lesson 1 for now. Yes, lesson. Anyway, so yes, you can see it's printed hello world at the terminal, which basically means it's run this program, which has printed the hello world to the shell. And we can change this. Maybe we want to be like hello Kerbin, because, you know, we're not going to the world, we're going to Kerbin. That's... I mean, I guess if it were Hello Earth, that would make sense. Anyway, and we run that again, it'll save, and Hello Kerbin. If that's working for you, that means you've installed Python correctly and all is well. If not, just go back and check that you've done it all right, and then come back to this point. Anyway, now that we've got the game all booted up, I'm just going to go and change my resolution real quick to 1080p. Ah, look at that. Okay, so yeah, that's in 1080p, so that we can see our code a little bit and just get everything on screen. It's going to make it a little easier for me. I do have a couple of screens, but they're all filled with other things right now because I'm recording. Anyway, so yeah, that's all applied. We can accept that. Anyway, so now we're going to start up our game. Start a new thing called. I'm just going to call this Python for now, hit Sandbox, because we're going to want all the parts straight away, and hit Start. Now if you've installed the mod correctly, you'll have this window right here, KRPC. And if we hit add server, it'll add a server. And if we hit start server, it'll start a server. Just those two buttons and it's ready to go. So we're going to want to test that this works. So I'm thinking we should go to space right away. Really simply. So we're going to open up our vehicle assembly building, throw ourselves together a really simple vehicle, and write some code just to launch the rocket. Just to make sure we've got Kerbal RPC working correctly. And I hope I do, otherwise this is going to be embarrassing. Anyway, so let's grab the Mark 1 command pod, just give it a solid rocket booster, because that'll take it all the way to space. And then this episode title will make sense. So yeah, just throw some wings on there for stability, and put on a parachute. In utility, nailed it. And we're going to call this Hello Space, because we're going to say hello space. Yeah, should call it that. Give it an exclamation mark. And, ooh, what does this do? Export craft to Steam? That's cool! Anyway, not what this video is about. Let's launch this. Alright, that's all good. I've moved my window down here, by the way, just because it doesn't get in the way as much. And now we're going to want to write some code to launch this vessel, because we don't want to do it ourselves. Gross! So let's open up our editor right here, and get rid of our Hello Kerbal program. And what we're going to do is we're going to type import krpc. Now what that does is just imports that krpc package we installed earlier for Python into our program so we can use all of that code. That might be a little confusing right now, but hopefully that'll kind of become clearer as the lessons progress. But for now, all you need to know is that allows us to use krpc in Python. And then we're going to need to connect to the game. So we're going to type in connection is equal to krpc, up here, dot connect. And what that's doing is it's just calling a connect function in the krpc module that allows us to connect to the game. Again, a lot of this is going to be confusing, but basically what we're doing here is just making sure everything's installed properly. We're going to start learning all about what all of these functions and things do in future episodes. Then, with our connection, we're going to want to grab our vessel. So we're going to type in vessel is equal to connection dot space center. And that's just basically, capitalized. I'm working with a new quieter keyboard because I'm thinking it would be better than using this, because it's really loud. So if I mistype some stuff, forgive me, it's for the good of your ears. Anyway, so yeah, space center dot active vessel. Basically what that does is gets Space Center, which is basically just the game, and gets the active vessel, the currently active vessel, which is of course this vessel. And then what we're going to do is just with the vessel, we're going to type in vessel.control, which is just the control systems of the vessel, .activate next stage. And that just instructs the vessel to activate its next stage. Again, if this is a little confusing right now, don't worry too much. It's just making sure everything's installed correctly. So what we're going to do is hit F5, hit OK, and that's going to run the program. Then this window is going to pop up in the game, asking us if we want to allow our code to access the game. Of course we do, so we're going to hit allow, don't ask again, and the program's going to run and launch the vessel for us. With the parachute. God damn it. God damn it, god damn it. You can write code, but you can't stop stupid. Alright. Let's go back to launch and just rearrange the staging so we actually go to space. You know what? I think one of our lessons that I'm going to do, one of the episodes is going to be a check yo staging program. Because you need to check yo staging. Alright, with that now properly rearranged, we're going to run our program again. Because... So we're just going to run our program again. That's just going to basically activate the next stage, and it's going to launch. Look, no hands. And hopefully this will go all the way to space. And the program's done now. It's finished. You can see it ran here, and then it's finished. So yeah, that is that pretty much. That is the first episode of Learn to Code with Kerbal Space Program. Very interesting, I'm sure, but I just thought I'd do the first episode, just setting things up, getting everything working, so that next episode we can do some cool stuff. So next episode we're going to be looking at variables and conditional statements and how to use them to actually fly around rockets, not just like launch them, but fly them around and do cool things. So that video will actually already be up when this video is up, so you can go and do that right now if you want to get your teeth stuck into more coding and things, it'll be a lot of fun. But anyway, yes, that is us almost in space. We have said hello to space with some code. Much more interesting than a Hello World program, I think. Anyway, but yes, I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been the first episode of Learn to Code with Kerbal Space Program. I will see you next time.